Hi, my name's Mike. I'm a teacher with 25 years experience, and I love using Essaypop. Today, I'm going to talk about why writing frames rock. So this is the basic writing area that Essaypop provides for students, certainly a departure from a blank white piece of paper. As you can see, the frames are color-coded and separated, and each of the color-coded frames represents a very important constituent element of a basic academic paper. So we have our hook, the grabbing of the reader's attention in blue, thesis statement, main idea in a light red, interpretation, also known as commentary or analysis, in purple, research, sometimes called proof, statistics, evidence, text evidence, in green, and finally we have in yellow some sort of closer to wrap up the writing. What I love about this method of writing is that students learn each element one at a time, and when it comes to the writing of the essay, they can compose one element at a time. So it really alleviates a lot of writer's block, especially for reluctant writers or emerging writers. And this is what it looks like when the writing frames are populated with actual writing. The students soon learn what each box does as we teach the elements one at a time, the teacher, and there's a lot of flexibility within the system. Just as an example, let's say that we're doing a poetry analysis here and the student wants to add another line from the text. So that would easily be done by adding another research box. And these can be moved around. In fact, all of the frames are completely malleable. You can move them around at will. Sometimes you might want to start with commentary and then support it with research. You can do all of these things at will. And the students really enjoy this. They enjoy learning through color. They enjoy the flexibility of the system. And I should point out also that when the student wants to at any time, they can see what their composition looks like, still color-coded, in an MLA formatted document. And they could turn the color off if they want to print it from their printer, export it to a PDF, or what we like to do since we use Google Classroom is immediately export it to a Google Doc. So there are a lot of possibilities here with the frame writing system that make things very easy for the student. Another great thing that the writing frame system does for the kids is it allows them to have a style guide or a textbook baked right into the system. So by clicking on any of the elements here, as you can see, a sidebar pops up and we get an explanation here of what a thesis statement is. The student can read it and they're never taken away from their writing area. So they've got the textbook over to the right and they can scroll across and they can see a lot of different models of thesis statements contextualize as they appear with a hook and a research detail in this case, and even can read about why the thesis statement works. And every element has a detailed set of instructions. So you can teach, the teacher can teach each element using the frame writing system and never get away from the writing area, which I think is very powerful, and the students use this quite a bit. Another great scaffolding feature that the writing frame system has are the sentence starters. So by clicking on any of these little icons here, a down curtain will come down, and what you'll see are literally tens of thousands of different types of expressions, stems, frames, if you will, starters that students can use to begin their academic writing. So when they insert a favorite or one that they've chosen, it will begin a sentence for them, which they will then complete themselves. It doesn't write the essay for them, but it does give them a great head start. And what I've learned with my students is the students begin to experiment with these sentence frames and play around with them. And more importantly, they start internalizing them and using them on their own when they're not using Essaypop. So these, again, are another very powerful scaffolding feature that the frame writing system gives them. Another great feature that my students really like is the one view. So what this allows is that students can hit this icon here, and as you can see, the writing frame, the hook in this case, comes zoomed into a single view. Sometimes students just want to work on the task at hand. So this is great if students want to just focus in on a single element of their essay. It's just another great little feature that the writing frame system has. So I really love the writing frame system that Essaypop offers. It demystifies the academic paper for my students by dividing it into its constituent parts. I love the color coding. I like that the students can write and learn one element at a time. And I have found that it really is the cure for writer's block. I hope you give it a try. Again, my name is Mike. I've been teaching English for 25 years. I helped build Essaypop, and I'm really, really happy with the system. I hope you enjoy it as well.